Jabri, when you talk about coaches, talking about this just a little bit ago, when you talk about the big picture, I guess, for the rest of the year, from your viewpoint, kind of what does that entail for the team going forward?
I think as far as big picture stuff, I think it's just important for us to stay in the moment, good or bad. Take it one game at a time, and big picture for us right now is focusing on Ole Miss. They played us really, really tough last time. I think Coach said it earlier, we kind of stole one there. So for right now, the bigger picture is focusing on what we could have did better today's practice, and going into tomorrow for the walkthrough, and going into tomorrow for the game, focused and prepared.
And how, of course, we don't know right now if Terry will be able to play because of concussion. When he's not in there, just what's the biggest difference? Obviously the scoring and all that, but when he's not there, kind of what effect does it have on the rest of the team?
He's one of our leaders. He's one of our more competitive guys, and just that fire. His scoring ability, his passing ability, obviously, but just from a vocal standpoint and from a competitive standpoint, we missed that for sure. And it's on guys like Justin, me, Cario, everybody, Juice, to step up and kind of provide some of that competitive edge and firepower that he brings.
And Coach was saying a second ago that Justin is really starting to come on from the standpoint of being more vocal, that kind of chirping at guys now, maybe a little bit more than he was early on. I mean, why is it important for him to kind of step out of his shell in that regard?
To me, he's always been like that. He's a leader to me, for sure. Him and Terry, the two heads of the Snakes, and we lean on them a lot. And with Terry being out, he's definitely stepped up and been a lot more vocal, saying his piece and getting on guys when needed to, and providing encouragement and, just directing traffic. And I think that's been really, really important.
When it kind of comes to the basketball side, what do you feel like Justin brings when he's out there on the floor?
He can really, really pass. He's really good at getting downhill, and he's, like I said, he's a leader. He, sometimes when it's really loud in there or the team went on a run, he's kind of the guy to keep everybody composed and keep everybody together.
Where do you feel like this team is right now? A couple of tough road losses against two really good teams last week. Just where are you guys getting ready for this Ole Miss game?
We're locked in on Ole Miss. We try and stay in the moment, like I said, put that behind us, learn from it, obviously, but, we're trying to lock in on Ole Miss and go be prepared to get a win.
What stands out to you about Ole Miss? I know you guys have already faced them once this year.
They got two really good players, Matt Morrell and Brakefield. They can both really, really shoot. They're a really good offensive rebounding team, and they're good defensively, so we got to come ready.
You feel like you're in a good place in terms of your shooting consistency of late? What's gone right in that regard for you?
As far as myself, I try and stay consistent mentally, whether I'm shooting bad or shooting good. I feel like I'm confident in my ability, and a lot of that just comes from the work that I put in outside of the actual game. So no matter how I'm shooting in the moment, I always feel the same way. So I feel good about it always.
How did you feel about playing that many minutes in terms of, was that any kind of change for you in terms of, catching your breath or this or that?
No, I'll play 60 minutes, I don't care.